Hello everyone and welcome to Team Blossom. Today we will be discussing about the narco-analysis test. You may have often seen it in movies and this is also in news these days. So we will be talking about what is narco-analysis, why it is preferred, which drugs are used and what's the procedure, whether it is legal in India or not, famous cases in which this test was conducted, and when this test can be used, in which cases this test can be used. So, what is narco-analysis? Starting with the etymology, the term narco was coined by Horsley, and the word has been derived from a Greek word which is narc. It means numb. So it relates to the numbness of the brain during the process of narco-analysis, and this is the reason why it is called so. The second question is why this test is preferred and why it is so popular. The very first thing that you have to understand is about the nature of the human brain. When we are telling a lie, our brain requires some effort. For example, when you are telling a lie in front of your friend, you require your creativity, imagination, fake scenarios, and some manipulation power. Certain drugs are injected into the body of the subject, and the person he enters into a semi-conscious state. He is not able to make a creative effort to tell a lie. His brain activity is slowed down. So now what happens is the person is telling the truth, or he is telling the things which were recorded in his brain during that event. So due to this, certain facts are discovered and it further helps in investigation. So this is why this test is very much popular and it is used all over the world. In many countries it is legal also, but in India it does not have a legal validity. In certain exceptions, this test can be used. Question will be coming in your mind that which drugs are used in the narco test. So in India, we use the intravenous injection named barbiturates or a drug named sodium pentothal or sodium amytal. Now, this test was first conducted in 1922 by a doctor named Robert House at Texas, USA. He performed this test on two accused to know about the undiscovered facts of the case. Talking about these kinds of drugs, they can prove to be very fatal to the brain, and hence different doses are given to different person based on their health condition, their age and sex. Now we are coming to the very important part of the discussion, whether the narco test is legal in India or not. Firstly, we will analyze the Evidence Act. The Evidence Act is silent about the use of any kind of scientific process. So we will take help of the precedents of the Supreme Court. We have three major precedents, three major reasons as to why the narco test is not legal in India. The very first reason is that it is violative of fundamental right under Article 20, Clause 3. It states that a person cannot be forced to be a witness against himself, that is, right against self-incrimination. Hence, it is violative of the fundamental right of the person. He becomes a witness against himself. Therefore, it is not legal in India. This was stated in the case of Selvi versus State of Karnataka in the year 2010. There was 3-judge bench, including the then Chief Justice K.G. Balakrishnan. The second reason why this test is not legal in India, because it violates certain rights which are granted by the Criminal Procedure Code to the accused. Under Section 162 Clause 1, the CRPC has granted to the accused the right to remain silent. As we see the bare provision, every person is bound to answer truthfully all questions put to him by a police officer, other than the questions to which would have tendency to expose that person to a criminal charge, penalty, or forfeiture. So as you can see that the CRPC has granted certain rights to the accused, the right to remain silent, and this test in whole, it violates the rights of the accused person, and hence it is considered to be illegal by the Supreme Court. The name of the case is Nandini Satpathy versus P.L. Dami in the year 1978. The third reason why this test is not legal in India, because again it is violative of fundamental right. When this test is conducted on the subject, it breaches the privacy of the person, and it also constitutes a kind of torture on that person. Hence, it is violative of fundamental right to life and right to privacy. Hence, it is not legal. So, as per these three cases, we can see that the whole scenario of narco test, it is not legally valid in India. But yes, there are certain exceptions under which this test can be performed. And in the same case, in the case of Selvi versus State of Karnataka, the apex court has stated certain conditions under which this test can be performed. Basically, there are three conditions under which the narco test can be performed. The first is the consent of the subject. The second is the crime should be heinous in nature, or it should be a cognizable offense. Thirdly, the precautions and safeguards should be followed. The narco test is always performed by the prior permission of the respective authority. It can be a judicial authority or the court. Now we will see that in which cases the narco test was used. For the very first time, the narco test was conducted in India in 2002 in the Godhra case of Gujarat. Then onwards, it was continuously used in various criminal cases like Asaram rape case of 2018, the Nithari case, and the Unnao rape case of 2017, the Arun Bhatt kidnapping case, and the Telgi stamp paper scam of December 2003. Now we will see that there are certain other tests which are lie detector test, but they are not called narco test because, as we have seen in the very first slide, that the word narco, it means numb, and it also relates to the use of certain kinds of drugs. But in the other two cases in which we are talking about, in these two cases, the drugs are not used. The certain kind of equipments and machines are used to know about the facts of the case. So the first is the polygraphic test, kind of an instrument which detects various body functions of the person, like when the person is answering certain questions, his blood pressure, pulse rate, breathing speed, and other activities of the body are recorded. And based on that, a report is generated that whether that person was speaking truth or he was lying. So based on this, the investigation is carried out and it helps us to analyze the truth of the case. The second lie detector test is of brain mapping. In this, helmet is used on the subject, which is equipped with various sensors. The subject is shown various images, videos, or audios. Based on that, the brain activity is recorded and a report is generated. So the professionals in this process, they tell whether the person was telling the truth or he was lying based on the report. So the report is in form of a wave function which shows that whether the person was telling the truth or he was lying. So with this we come to the end of the discussion. I hope all your doubts regarding the narco test were clarified. We have tried to cover all major aspects which a law student should know about the narco test. Still, if you have any doubt, you can let us know in the comments below. In the coming days, we are making more such content and there will be more such videos which would be very helpful for you. You can subscribe to our channel, and if this content or video was useful to you, please like our video and share it with your friends.